Hi guys, it's Eileen here. I'm using some cards to make some ATC cards. I'm using playing cards today, and I have done that here and there and covered them with tissue paper, and I'm going to use some of the embellishments I've made to cover them up. So my theme for this particular one is excuse me excuse me, flowers. So I'm going to try to get the most flower out of this one. And I wanted to show through, so that's why I haven't covered the card itself. I thought the queen would be really cool to show through. And I'm hoping the flowers of these little blossoms show. And I'm going to tear this one off. Oops. Got some of the blue off there, but my plan was to add a little bit more on here anyway. So we'll see if because I wanted to have a little bit more bloom in here. There we go. More bloom. Be more careful when I tear it away. And I have a fly flying around, so you might hear it buzz. It's trying to bug me. Trying to pester me. I add a little bit more right here of this bloom. There we go. So this one is the kind of bloomy blue ones, and I'm hoping to get these ones on here and we'll see how that looks. So I'll let that dry for a few minutes. For this jack, I would like to add a really colorful paper napkin to it. So this fly is driving me nuts. Here we go. Got my jack. And I got scrap pieces for this one. And I'm going to slide that up. Slide it up. I wanted this one to be colorful because I have the puzzle pieces. I made those embellishments for a challenge in International Crafters that I made. And I wanted these pieces, the background to be just a little bit brighter than the dark foreground. So, I mean, I'm going to do the edges and stuff still, but I didn't want it quite as dark. I'm going to grab my tool, lift it up a bit here, and pull it up. Okay, so I want to add more flour to the top here. So I'm going to add more glue. So this is a really quick and easy way to cover a background piece for any kind of journaling or anything, is paper towel or paper napkins. If you like Halloween stuff or whatever, you could use Halloween napkins and cut out the pieces. If you like birds, hearts, anything you like, you just use the pieces and cut them out, and you can add them just on the card itself or the whole. You can add tear pieces or whatever. It does give a really cute effect. So think I'll add just a little bit more right here. And that's this piece right here that has, it's got such bright colors. And like I said, I wanted it to have bright background colors, flowers, because my theme for this is flowers. So that's my second one, and I'm going to let that dry. My third one is a puzzle piece and a flower as well. And I want to put this, I want to put life, the butterfly on there. And I'm going to grab a different napkin. So for this one, I'm grabbing this napkin here, and it's got really cute purple, looks like wild type flowers. I don't know what kind they are. And I'm going to separate the napkin from the, and there's two pieces on this one. So this is the two pieces I just pulled away. The white background. I'm going to cut the square right here. And I'm going to be doing it off the screen there. Okay. And again, I'll be gluing it to there. So I'm just going to put the Mod Podge onto the card. And I like it because you can see the card behind it, so I think that's cool in some cases when you want to make it like that. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So that's a really nice background. There we go. Isn't that cute? That is very cute. So I'm going to cut that out. Now I'm going to dry some of these. For this first piece, it's pretty dry. It's still tacky, but I'm just going behind the card, trimming it up. Flipping it over and examining it, and I'm going to probably ink the edges. So I'm going to do that right away. Because this one I believe was going to be my Learn, Life, and Live card. I believe. And it just gives it a bit of a background, but you can still, like I said, you can see through, so that's pretty cool. And that's the look I'm going for, just totally mixed media look. I might even drip some ink on there. Actually, I think I'll just spray some ink on there. Instead of having... and I'm going to dry that. Okay, so for this one, this is what I got. Learn, Life, and Live. So I want to put that on there. I made these embellishments while I was camping, actually, and I wanted to use them. There's no point in making them and not using them, so here I am using them. I'm just using some tacky glue to glue it. I want to kind of twist them up a bit. I'm actually going to retwist this one back this way. Now I'm going to push them down all the way. slide them to where I want. And there. That is it. That's it for that one. I'm going to put some Mod Podge on top of that one, because I like it. Kind of try to get some a little behind the petals of the flower, or the whatever it is called, scalped. It's like a flower. I think I'm going to add a silk flower to this one right here. So that's going to be really cool. I like pasting those down. Get great texture. So let's see if I can find one. Pause. Okay, so I found these ones. I pulled them apart. Get the little plastic pieces off. And I'm going to ink them up. I'm going to use my tacky glue as well for these. So what I'm going to do to ink them up is, I'm going to move this. I'm getting a little crowded, but I don't want to move it too much because I want to forget I was doing my plans here. I'm going to throw it into the ink pad a bit here, and ink it up that way, and as well as the other one. I'll do the other one just a little less. Do the lid, use the lid. So the bottom one will be a darker. I'm gonna, and then I'm gonna do the red flower. And I think I'm just going to ink it up with the sponge like that. Perfect. Add my flower to it. Or is it too big? It might be too big. It might be. I think I'm going to cut it down just a tad. So I'm going to match them up again. And this one was the darker one. I want the darker one at the bottom. I'm just going to cut them down a bit. I'm actually going to fold them up and cut them down. And see how it works. Hopefully it works. I'm not being careful about it. And then I'm going to, oops, got paper stuck to me. Then I'm going to scratch my edges up really good here while I have it folded up to rough it up. I might even take my I don't know if file or whatever, and do that. And now it's done. So it's a little smaller. Perfect. Darker one first. The lighter one next. Oops. I'm going to grab my Mod Podge and just kind of do a layer of glue and push my petals to where I want them, because this one's too covering up my live. Now I'm going to do my second one, make sure my petals overlap, just like you're doing any other kind of flowery thing. I always get lots of glue on me when I do these ones, because these ones always require so much glue, because I try to make them stiff with glue as well. Now I'm going to use my tool because I keep sticking to it. And that's going to be cute when it dries, so that's very cute. And that red goes with the queen. Okay, so I'm going to ink up the edges. And with this card, I think I want to add a little more texture. I'm going to grab my stamp here, stamp it up, get my card, try to get some more texture in that. So there's my card on this one. So I'm going to, I believe this one was the one I'm going to put these cards on. Yes, because I wanted them on the 9s. So I'm going to put my tacky glue to tack down my puzzle pieces. These puzzle pieces I covered up with, some of them I covered up with paper napkins as well. Some of them, I think this one I painted over. And this one I covered up with paper napkin, and this one I had some kind of decorative tissue paper with music notes and whatnot on it. And of course I decorate with my flower. So that's that one. And I want to move this because I don't like it being that high. And there we go. That's this one. I might add some gold to it after it dries up a bit. So I'm going to probably smooth out some of this glue around the edges here with some Mod Podge. And I did these embellishments with challenge in International Crafters that I've done to, I've got this challenge going to challenge people to make embellishments with puzzle pieces that were older, used, or whatever. And now I'm using the embellishment into a project, so I thought that was cool to do that. Anyways, there we go. Making sure the glue is nice all the way around and not clumped. That's what I'm trying to do with this. I think it's a cute card. Okay. So this card is my life card, and I have a little butterfly and a flower, so that's perfect for showing life, but it's a little bit too light because everything's dark in here, so I'm going to put some color with spray and see if that helps. I don't know how dark, got a lot of red in there, I don't know how dark I want it, so we'll see how dark I can get it with this. And there's a little brown here, but I'm going to dry it first, I think. I do love the color, but I'm going to add black flower to this one because the background is quite bright. Let's see how that turns out. Oh, that's pretty. That's really nice for more background on there. I think that's very pretty. So then I'm going to add the, do I want even to add the life to it like that? I think I'm going to cut the life out. And add it because I like that, the way it looks. So I'm going to add it to the card still, but in a little different manner, not with the scallop flower, and add it to my, perhaps I'll add it to my puzzle piece right down here. Or here, yep. So I'm going to tacky glue that in. It's going to be a bit of angle because there's a leaf that is full of glue on there. That dried hard, which I love that look. And tacky the bottom to my card. This tacky glue, Aileen's tacky glue, is just great. Okay, so my butterfly is kind of up and perfect. I could see my stamped image of my flowers and I love it. And I'm going to do a little black around here, but I don't want to get too far in, so let's see. Yeah, kind of just rub my edges. Perfect. Okay. Add my Mod Podge. I love to add my Mod Podge. It might, it'll just seal everything in a bit more, I think, because then these little pieces of glue that come out. Blend it in with it and make it all look good and not bloppy. And those are my 3 cards of flowers, and they're quite different, yet, you know, same theme. When I used puzzles in 2 of them, but that's pretty cool. There it is. This butterfly I received from a rack from Sherry. So I'm sharing it with somebody else, sending it off with an ATC, as an ATC. So, yeah, I love it. And I hope the receiver loves it too. So, thanks guys, and I guess I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. I think I'll give you a quick view, I'm sorry, before I let you go, of what the cards look like. So here's this one. There's 3 puzzle pieces on it. That was cute. And the one I just finished. The 1 puzzle piece embellishment with the butterfly and the flower. And this one right here. So again, thanks guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.